Rocket League fans around the world, welcome to First Touch Season 6, Episode 2. Dazzarin, Roll Diz, and T-Bates here. The boys are back at home, the lights are on, and it's time to get to work. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. It's been a while. How you been doing?
Life's been good, man. Blessed to live every single day, man. Woke up, got a good pump in, and now we here to talk some Rocket League, man. How you doing, Bates?
Yep, ready to talk about some Rocket League. Excited to get to it. And yeah, let's have some fun.
That's right. Let's have some fun today. Of course, the special First Touch show couldn't be complete without special guests. And joining us today, we have Jorby and Stax, who will be here on the show. Gentlemen, welcome to First Touch. It's great to have you.
Hey, it's great to be back. Happy to be with you three and Stax yet again. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, happy to be here. Finally, we're back underway. Starts up tomorrow. Let's go.
That's right. That's right. Of course. Before we get started, again, a couple quick shouts courtesy of Epic. Gold explosions for RLCS are going to be available in the shop now. Weekly cash cups on Repeat GG. Make sure you get a chance to check those out. As well as Season 22 of Rocket League is underway. So, of course, if you haven't checked out all those changes, be sure to log on and check those out now. And then, of course, if you are excited about all things as the road to Paris begins for the Paris Major, those tickets are on sale more on at RL Esports on Twitter. But gentlemen, as a lot of these teams get ready for the Paris Major to at least qualify, there were a lot of moves that have happened over the course of the trade deadline. Let's get into them. One of the first ones announced was Alpha 54 now playing. I believe he is playing with Mitzer and Radosin alongside the split base. It's good to see Alpha 54 back in action.
Yep, it's great to see him back in action. I mean, one of the best players. Of this last, I would say, like 3-4 years. I can't just automatically say he's one of the best players in the game right now because we haven't seen him play RLCS in a minute, but it's about that time. I mean, you see him right there as Boston Major champ, and then also they followed that up with the RLCS World Championship in Dusseldorf. A long time ago, your boy was saying that Alpha 54 was a top 6 player in the game, and that did come into fruition. That just means that doesn't mean I have like a crystal ball or anything. That just means I respect people's game and I know how great people are. So in saying that, yeah, it's really nice to see him back on the field coming up very, very soon. Excited to see what he could do. Europe gets yet another team that should be pretty darn good. The competition only gets better and better over there. And it's very, honestly, good for everybody over there that they have 5 spots.
I agree. It'll be good to see Alpha 54 inform Jorby. Did you have anything extra to add there?
Just, I'm curious to see what happens because, I mean, Alpha, like the last RLCS event that he played at was the literal World Championship, 22-23 World Championship. It was like August 2023, I think was the exact date. It's a long time to not be competing, you know, every single major, every single World Championship. A lot's happened over the last 3 years. So, I mean, you got Mitzer, who has not had like the same amount of success as say Radosin. So I think, you know, it's an interesting team for sure. Are they going to be fighting for top 5 Europe? I think that I want to see how Alpha looks. It doesn't mean he hasn't been keeping up in the background, but I do feel like it's a little different when you actually haven't been competing. And like as time goes on, it's actually a lot harder to get back to that same level. So if he can do that, that would be incredible. I'm excited to see if he can do it.
Yeah, I mean, we will get a taste of that action this weekend as EU Open 4 should be starting their qualifiers for their main event this weekend. So we'll have a chance to see what they do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we'll keep an eye out on that. Another move that was made as we kind of jump across the pond will be Scrzbbles to SSG. We're going to dive deeper in this one, Raul, but Scrzbbles is back. As Zach, I believe, he made the name change. I don't know which one's official yet, if it's Scrzbbles or Zach. I saw him playing some games as Zach, but it seems like SSG is going back to something more comfortable here.
Yeah, definitely a little plug and play from SSG right now. Scrzbbles don't know if he wants to retire or not, but it's good to see him back because I think there was a lot left in the tank with this kid. I think he realized that, and I mean, I don't think he stopped playing the game. So him coming back, it's just like, all right, an old familiar face. I got my teammate back, and we about to run it up again. So I think Reveal, it makes Reveal a lot more comfortable just knowing that them two had chemistry. Now he has somebody who was a primarily third man who kind of held it down defensively. He has him back, so now Reveal can be a lot more of a monkey and do whatever he wants with the ball. So I'm excited to see how much more aggressive Reveal specifically becomes. But I mean, Diaz they're about to run it up on the offensive side of the ball with Scrzbbles from the back line.
Yeah, Reveal was like an assist machine back when they were together. Like he really impressed me as you say, the monkey in the middle on the team, but was really good at like facilitating. So like Reveal's always been like eye-opening for me and just how he rotates and how he plays the game. And I think that comfort definitely matters. I'm excited to see him.
And yet another Rocket League player that retires, but doesn't actually retire. He's right back in it. I think it's good that he kind of probably got a little mental reset, and I'm excited to see what he's still got here because I think that this team is pretty well loaded.
I think Diaz is like my big question with Space Station, but we're talking, the roster changes specifically, so I won't diatribe you on the other.
Right. Like I said, we'll dive deeper in that a little bit later on in the show for sure. Another change that ended up happening was one that required two teams over the course of the trade window: Gen.G and Foot. We saw Frosty, who is now moved on and playing on Gen.G. He is playing with Rise and Magic Bear. And you're wondering, where is Justin in this equation? Where did he land? Obviously, Frosty is playing in place of Justin. Justin has now moved on to Foot, as Justin and Chronic will both be teaming up to play together. So big kind of like two-team shift here. Foot deciding to get rid of all of their points and now start kind of fresh here, Bates. I mean, quick thoughts on that.
It's good for the team, man. I don't got much else to say about it.
What a statement by Foot, though, right? Because they give up their 17 points, which that is colossal when you think about the margins between teams last year getting to Worlds or into the or being in the wild card or the main event, or the play-in rather in the main event. And basically you're making either one of two statements. Either you're saying we think we can get 30 to 40 RLCS points like NRG did in this split and take a spot at Worlds, or you're saying, well, even if we get close, we think we're the odds-on favorite for the LCQ with this team, and we're going to go to Worlds anyways. But that's a bold statement by Foot overall to give up those points because they think these two are worth it. And, I mean, they are, but it's still a bold statement.
We'll see how bold that statement is, how much it pays off for them in the future. Lastly, largest move, well, not the largest move, but another large move being made is the 1-for-1 Tempo to GK and Seiko to Man City. Of course, like we said, even despite, I think initially I was a little confused on it, but this is the move that's being made. There's a lot of people kind of high on Tempo, so they see this as a good move. But Seiko did have a good showing at the Boston Major.
Yeah, I think Seiko is way more grounded. I think if you're going for somebody like Tempo, you're looking for an unpredictable kind of first man just doing what he wants, like a solid playmaker upfield. But I mean, I'm looking at the roster of Joyo and Abjack and like seeing how Tempo kind of fits into that mesh. It's kind of like to me, it seems like they're just going to go all out offensively. Like, I really don't see a backbone on that team to kind of hold things down defensively. But
Joyo.
I mean, maybe
Joyo's the backbone. Joyo's got great defense. Like, I think a lot of people really focus on his offensive mechanics, but he's actually excellent on defense. So I feel like he can be the back line. I don't see why he can't.
He can, but does he want to?
I mean, if he agreed to pick up Tempo, why wouldn't he? Because I agree with what you're saying. They want to be a little more aggressive. Apparently, Jack's already aggressive, stays ahead of the ball more than a lot of players. And Tempo supposed to complement that, and you got Joyo, excellent control on both sides of the field. I don't see why that wouldn't work. Why wouldn't he want to be third man?
Because he wants the ball. He's Joyo. He's a freestyler.
I mean, he
I
can
think
run the
Joey
ball all
wants.
he
Does
wants.
Joey
but-
want to win?
Yeah, that too. But
Does he want to
you
win
know,
more than he wants the ball?
when I saw that Seiko
I
was
guess we'll
LFT,
find
I
out.
thought they had to have made this decision before Boston. Because you can't come out of the Boston Major where Seiko literally scores as much as Jack and Joyo combined and go, that's the guy we're kicking, if anybody. And then I thought, okay, they need a scorer who's available. And apparently, they've gone with Tempo. And to his credit, there's only 4 people that scored more goals in Europe in the first split. I think it's like Oski, Archie, Batira, and Atto.
He was a big reason Man City were in the conversation to make Lambs.
Statistically, they look like a land team. Like when I was going over their numbers, and I'm like, how did this team bomb out of every single open? Like, because I think Tempo and Acro, I think Acro is only a couple goals behind him. I think they combined for over 100 goals between them. And they just, I don't know, they couldn't keep anybody out of their net, or they just couldn't score when it mattered. I'm not sure, but statistically, they look like they were a team that should have been in Boston. And if they'd played in North America, my God, they would have been.
I think that's what I'm disappointed about the most. I think Acro and Tempo as a duo were kind of lightning in a bottle.
So do you expect Man City to drop after this?
Yeah, it's just I think Edgeby is an extremely solid player. I think a lot of people doubt his ability to play the game, but I think if you watch him, he's pretty consistent. He's where he needs to be. He gets consistent touches on the ball. It's just, I don't know if they're going to have the firepower. I don't know if Acro is enough by himself to kind of perform offensively for that roster, get them over the hump.
The last question I have on this before we move on is there, out of all these moves, are there any specific ones that were a definite upgrade that you think that this team going before Boston to now are in a much better position than what they were beforehand? Any of them, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking Gen.G as well. I think that Frosty's the right player. Not necessarily comparing Justin and Frosty 1-to-1, but in terms of play style fit, I think Frosty fits really well on Gen.G. And I think that the Gen.G curse will still follow them, but they'll look better doing it.
But this one will work out better for Frosty than the last time he replaced Justin. And I don't lay those results at the feet of Frosty at all. But it is funny that he once again is replacing Justin on a team, and once again is, I think he's being forced to answer a lot of questions like, all right, are you the guy? Can you fill those shoes? Well, they did sweep NRG in the Swiss last weekend. So like, take it for what it's worth. They're a team that they could have a really, really good opening weekend here where NRG and Shopify are probably going to play each other in the group stage of the other group. They could very easily get into top 6 if they just beat, Immigrants and Strictly Business again. And they are also simultaneously just as capable of losing Game 5 to Immigrants and stumbling backwards into the losers top 8 and getting all of 4 points out of this whole weekend. So
yeah, they need a lot more out of Rise. Rise just needs to have a better split. I think that he was a big reason why, going into the split, that everyone was pretty high on Gen.G. Rise is supposed to be a floor raiser and the rock of the team. So I think with Frosty, you always know where he's going to be. He's aggressive, he's mechanical. And I think that it would be a little more room for Rise to play the game he wants to play. Whether that helps or not remains to be seen. But I do like the playstyle fit. But Rise has to be there to help raise that floor and keep them from cursing themselves in round 5, game 7, heartbreakers or maybe heart attacks that aren't necessarily breaking if you include this last weekend. So.
Well, that's Rise's reputation, right? He's a winner. Everywhere he goes, he wins. Tomorrow would be a good time to start this season. And I think that this team, if they have a strong weekend here, if they can play their way all the way to top 4 and they have a favorable path to get there, we could see them in Paris. But it's got to start this weekend. I wouldn't have any faith in them if they flame out this weekend and then try to pick it up, in 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, like it's got to be immediate for sure.
Well, let's get into it, right? Of course, North America's main event does start tomorrow. Matches are going to happen all over with, of course, the team streams, but you won't really have to go anywhere. Friday streams are back here on twitch.tv/Rocket League. And of course, I think Jorby, you'll be on the show tomorrow. How's it feel being back on the Friday streams?
Oh, it's always great, man. I am always excited whenever RLCS comes around at all, but get on a Friday and watch a bunch of games with everybody all at the same time is always a lot of fun, especially when multiple matches happening at the same time and you got team streams as well, and everyone's got their own flavor and flair, so you get like different energies, you get different tempos all across the Rocket League community, and just watching all the matches at once is always a really fun, dopamine-filled time. So I'm excited for it to be back on the mainstream.
Yep, it's a great thing that's on the mainstream. It's fantastic. It's lovely. Everybody should be celebrating this. This is a blessing. No more do people have to go on twitch.tv and then keep on clicking on 40 million streams to find a match. Now I can just go to one central hub again. It's called twitch.tv/Rocket League, and I can see all my action. I know there's a lot of young bucks nowadays. What?
Bates, correct me if I'm wrong. Was it not on one of those Friday streams that we got to watch one Tyler Bates sub in for E United and sweep First Killer?
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
Dude,
you're
no
completely
way.
wrong. You're
Why?
completely wrong, Zach. That did not happen.
That's revisionist history.
That did not happen.
Didn't you? No, you beat him, didn't you?
First Killer wasn't on that phase team. It was the original phase team.
There's somebody
Stax.
else. Yeah, somebody else.
The
Yeah,
original
yeah.
phase team.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't sweep him. Beat him in game 5, but I scored in overtime.
Okay. Close
Okay.
enough.
It's
Close
crazy. You thought
Yeah,
Bates was sweeping First
regardless,
Killer.
listen, I appreciate the props, but no, I've never done that, and I'll never act like I did. And saying that, yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. Especially as I felt, we kind of got like this generational gap coming in society at the moment, where a lot of these young cats, they like watching the view party. Say, man, that's cool and all. You can watch the view party. It's okay, in my opinion. The main broadcast is where it's at, because I can focus on the gameplay. I can have it on the background. It's something that I can do, especially if somebody's at work or something along those type of lines, at school maybe, watching the background a little bit like that. I don't need to see all this screaming nonsense. I just want to see people going to work and getting the job done. You hear Jorby smooth vocals. I want to see some gameplay, and I want to have a central hub. Twitch.tv/Rocket League has all of it tomorrow, and I am the #1 supporter for having that Friday stream back. We needed it. I needed it. And it's back.
That's what he was saving all of his energy for right there.
It's something to really get excited about, man. Y'all talking about these roster moves, man. I don't care about these roster moves. Everybody's same level.
Yeah, that's why it was kind of tough to pick one, because I none of them scream oh my god, world contender.
I think the Man City move got him a little better. Oh, not the Man City. GK move got them a little better.
Yeah, GK got better. Yeah,
I think they got a little better
sure,
on
but they
paper.
were already contenders.
But they were already there, though.
Yeah.
Well,
this just goes one more
What do you
inch.
mean contenders and making a major? There's a difference, and I think
Actually
it's a little,
competing at the major.
Didn't they finish second though in EU and one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude,
so
no,
I'm saying
yes, GK were extremely competitive, which is
So,
why
yeah.
Stax, you said what? Seiko scored more goals than.
Yeah, he had
I don't have it
15
in front of
goals.
me.
Jack and Joyo had 15 between them.
I thought Seiko was nuts at Boston, so I was surprised.
He was
that,
insane.
that they did
that could just been team chemistry though. We don't know that.
Yeah.
It could be team
it-
chemistry.
it-
Maybe they
it-
wanted
it-
to
begs the
it-
question
take
again,
a player
why-
out.
Is it politics? Why make the change?
Politics. Listen, if I don't like playing with you, I got. It don't matter what the result is, unless if we not getting first, then you got to go, baby.
No, look, I'm not saying it doesn't matter the reason. I was surprised, and
Okay, that makes
to
sense.
me, if you're gonna pick gameplay as the reason why someone got kicked, that don't make no sense then.
No, on the field, it does not make sense to make that change. There has to have been something else, but even speculating at would be.
Listen,
I
well,
know,
next
I'm not
time.
asking
have
to
no
come up
idea.
with reasons.
No,
I'm
it's
just
fine.
saying
No.
non-gameplay.
Listen, y'all are making y'all offering a decent, valid question. So you know what needs to happen on the European show? Once GK wins, you need to get Abjack on the mic, and somebody needs to ask him that. Leaf. That'll be your
Spill the
job.
tea.
I mean,
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that next week for sure. For sure. But let's dial it back into NA. Let's pull up the point standings to see where we're at. I believe NRG is in a strong lead in front at 32 overall. Rebellion just with Virtus Pro behind them by 2 points. Rebellion sitting at 29. SSG sitting at 20. We got Foot on the graphic, but Foot's at 0 now.
Yes,
So,
they are.
We got to get them off there. Then Gen.G will move up and take their spot. So, but again, I mean, between the major teams and the non-major teams, lots of ground to cover if you want to fight in. I mean, that fight to Paris is going to be very tight, very close knit. And then, of course, here are the first round matches. I believe we have the Friday matchup graphic. Let's throw that up there, please. And these are going to be, this is tweeted by the RL Esports Twitter account. Immigrants, Gen.G, first round. Strictly Business, AWD. Kraken Seeds, SSG. Next to NU versus M80. And then Group B, Fellas versus Rebellion. NRG versus One. Freedom versus Foot. And Virtus Pro versus Dig. So, I mean, Group B, Jorby, is looking pretty stacked.
Group B, pretty stacked. NRG, new Foot, which is probably about the same as old Foot. But Virtus Pro, let's do it. Let's do it again. Let's build on what we had in Split 1, please.
well,
And
they gotta
keep
go
going.
against Dignitas though.
Keep on going. Dignitas also looking great. I need more Bora action. I need like the Bora versus Talk new North American hopeful like versus graphic. Even though Talk's not on. Look,
Don't sleep
I'm
on
just-
Evo now.
Huh? No.
Don't
I'm not
sleep on
saying
Evo.
sleep on Evo, but Evo's been around a minute. Evo's been playing well. Evo's been
Yes.
playing well for a little bit. You can't sleep on Dignitas. Those are good teams.
I said Evo's
Really
a
good teams.
veteran at this point.
Better.
I love how like we're all excited about these matchups, and we want to see how all these new rosters do. All for it to just be NRG and Rebellion in the finals again. Ho hum. Yep. All right.
Whoa,
Nope, there it is.
listen,
North
that's-
America.
whoa,
Here we go.
I mean,
Whoa.
listen, Stax, as a man from the Northeast Corridor, even above the Northeast Corridor, you're from Maine. So you know. Listen, Stax, when you have a great team and they're just that great, other competition, they got to get better. Otherwise, it's just GG, no re, baby. You had Brady for all them years, man. It's called greatness for a reason. You got to appreciate greatness when it's in front of you because you never know when you might miss it.
That's
Listen,
true.
I do think
Listen.
that Space Station are going to be happy that. Sorry, Daz.
Oh,
go. I'm
okay,
listening.
okay. Listen, T Bates. I think no one is arguing about your NRG G2 and how great they are, especially with one of the best players in the game right now, Massimo Atomic Franceschi. No one's arguing that at all. But
It's just him.
Stax,
It's two other players.
I mean, of course, Daniel and Beast Mode,
Shout out the coach.
and of course, one of the coach, the GOAT coach, Sathu.
Listen,
In
you
my
gotta give
opinion.
you gotta give the team his props. Okay?
You've got to
Listen.
get the respect.
As long
that NRG has.
Yeah, that's right. Make sure when you're laying out the table, you lay it out correctly. Now you can go.
That's right. So no one's arguing that. But Stax, when you said Rebellion was going to be that number 2 team, I had to hold off my laughter because I don't believe that there is a way that Rebellion is going to be the definitive number 2 team in North America. I don't see it. I absolutely
Why?
don't see it.
Why?
Because they've been carried by their talent, and we've seen that there are other teams like Virtus Pro who have the talent, like SSG who have the talent, and I think that they also have a little bit more structure this time around. And I think Rebellion, we're gonna start seeing a drop off, Jorby. Listen, I know how you feel about your first killer. And I know that you said this is the best roster he's got, but I just don't see them getting
dude.
across the line.
You man, you know how many times I've heard you say that? You're really making me regret. You're really making me regret saying that now. But like, it was. But like, here's what I don't understand, okay? Because I kind of agree with you, Daz, about number 2 being up in the air. But like, how in the world do you pick up Kofor and Kofor's playing third man all the time? Or like what happened to the aggression? I thought that he would be like a perfect complement to first killer on offense. And instead, half the time, it looked like Kofor was just completely uncomfortable and he's not playing the way that he played on Space Station. I was thinking, if you got Space Station Kofor on this Rebellion team, they would have been at least number 2 North America. But that's not
Take
what
the
happened.
restraints off him, please.
That's not what happened. And I'm not saying like they like I think even saying that is kind of like not missing the point, but not really what happened. Like, I don't think anyone's like constraining Kofor. I don't know what Violent Panda's coaching the boys in the background on, and I don't know exactly how like they figured through things like in scrims and stuff like that. But there's no reason this team shouldn't have popped off. I shouldn't be seeing Kofor sitting back doing nothing. This dude was averaging almost 5 demos a freaking game, dude. And what were we doing last split? They could be so good, man. They could be so good. Like, but like the players got to play with like what they're comfortable with, and like they just looked uncomfortable. Like and like you could just see it. Everybody could see it. Rebellion fans could see it. It's like it's tough, man. So like, yeah, I'm looking at Virtus Pro. They're hungry. They're ready. They keep getting better. And like, there's no reason Virtus Pro can't become number 2. They've already beaten NRG. They've already played at the peak of North America online. There's absolutely no reason that during this run towards the Paris Major that Virtus Pro just doesn't get better and Rebellion fall underneath them.
Well, remember, in Boston, Rebellion did only lose 2 matches.
That's
one
what I'm saying.
to the literal major champions, the other to Team Falcons. Like, that's not... I mean, they looked very suspect at times. I get that. But I wouldn't say they fell off at all. I don't see anything in the results in Boston to suggest that they're not still capable of being the clear number 2. Granted, they are not going to surpass NRG. That's fine. You know, every great team needs a punching bag that they keep down. But they are, to me, still the clear number 2. And I know that Redacted, Virtus Pro, like they made a couple finals in NA in the first split, and I fully expect them to be right there contending for that again. But for me, the clear number 2 on talent and results is going to be Shopify Rebellion, and I think that's going to bear itself out here in the second split.
Even despite kind of falling short a little bit, First Killer still passing the eye test. He's still playing insane. His stats are insane. Everything First Killer does is nuts. Okay, I will not take First Killer slander anywhere else in the community, not from you, Stax, trying to slander his name with misinformation. That's disrespectful. All right, you watch First Killer play, and you know my man's got it. I don't want to hear it.
Oh no,
I don't want to hear it.
I've been watching that guy play for years.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Listen, I'm going to ask you to table this for just a little bit. I want to get over a couple topics, and then we can dive right into a more extended conversation. I want to put our focus on Gen.G for a little bit. Of course, you know, Gen.G with the trade now, Frosty for Justin. Does this new Gen.G roster give you hope? Are you getting a better result? Are you putting Gen.G higher on your list? Or are we going to get more of the same? We got Gen.G versus NRG from Sunday. That happened. Stax, you said it was a sweep. I'm here to tell you right now, it was a 3-1.
Yeah, they swept the Swiss.
Right.
Sorry, I misspoke. Yes.
But it's all good.
What?
Oh,
what
nah.
is-
Oh, nah.
What is this?
That's
Listen, this is from the NRG broadcast. Sometimes they got a goal explosion of their own, okay?
Yeah, it looks like Massimo. It's not Rocket League. That's the only thing he's good at.
Now,
right.
so Daz, which of these teams is paying you now? I can't keep them straight in my head anymore.
Listen, the True Unbiased hasn't been paid for a long time, okay? But good try, though. Good try. So I'm not being paid. I'm not paid by anybody here before we start this conversation. The last person who did pay me was NRG, though. I'm letting you know that.
I didn't know if we should preface this conversation with hashtag ad in it or not.
No. I announce all my sponsorships. Thank
And
you.
we never know what
Okay.
hat you're wearing, depending on who wins that weekend. So
Can we talk? We are not supposed to be talking about what hat I'm wearing, gentlemen.
That is hilarious.
I mean, hey,
You're a fraud.
Gen.G handled
What
NRG
the-
to their credit. I mean, you know, they go 3-0 in Swiss. That is, you can't really have a better debut than that. I mean, they passed the eyeball test for now.
Losing
Tomorrow,
5
the
to
games
Foot.
actually matter, and you know, we'll see.
I like what Stack said. Give me some more of that.
tell you what,
Yeah.
I'll say Frosty gets them the Game 5 win versus Foot, and that's about the length that I think this helps Gen.G.
Gets them the game. Oh, so rather than Gen.G losing every single time the Foot like they did last,
Yeah,
they
what do we
win
call
this
these
time.
things?
They
But,
got
like,
they
Foot-
win these times.
Foot
But
made
that
the
makes a
change.
big
Foot
difference.
made
though.
like a double change. It does. It does.
That
And I
makes
think
it-
that, like I said, I think Gen.G have the right player fit now. Like, forgive me, if I'm wrong on this, but I feel like Justin and Rise play the game very similarly. I feel like there's only room for one type of that player on the pitch. You need someone who just wants to take the ball and go and be the guy. You already got Magic Bear, Mr.
You think
Facilitator.
Rise and Justin
Mr. Rock.
play the same Rocket League?
Like, no, not the same Rocket League. I'm saying like they sit similarly on the pitch. Like they don't. I'm not saying that they are the same player. I'm just saying like stylistically they're more similar than they are different. And I think Frosty is more different to Rise, and so that allows them to complement each other. Like Frosty's just aggro all the time. Always wants to cut, always wants the ball, always wants to be aggressive, always wants to be the guy. And I think that Magic Bear and Rise could do really well to kind of mold around a player like that. Because Magic Bear continues to be underrated as a solid, consistent player. And if you have that kind of consistency behind you, I think that you'll see really good things from Frosty.
I just think that Rise is more of like an off-ball aggressive player, and Justin was doing the kumbaya on NRG for how long? I think it kind of stuck with his playstyle, and now he's just like accustomed to just sitting back defensively. Like we haven't seen a Justin where he kind of just took over a game on ball in a long time,
Right.
Like he used to be able to do. And I think Frosty, with the addition of Frosty, I think Frosty is that guy. Like we've seen already proven Frosty has taken over series by himself. And I think that with Rise being able to create space for him, like clearly Magic Bear has the potential to do things. He's not doing it on a consistent basis to the level that we thought he would be able to. So Frosty is now that guy who they got, and he's going to be able to do it on a consistent basis. And it's up to Rise to open up space for them, Magic to hold it down either defensively, whatever the rotations is like, and follow up whatever Frosty is doing. So I agree with you on the fact that like Frosty is the on-ball dominant player, and they're kind of going to rely on him heavily offensively for the future. I do think that they're ahead of Foot though by a lot
new
more
Foot,
than
for
maybe
sure.
you think. But I just don't think that it's like a game 5 secure victory.
I'm saying
anymore.
if they played that series back and it was Frosty in place of Justin in that moment, then I think that they get that game 5 win. But like as far as new goes, like if we're comparing new Foot to new Gen.G, I agree with you. They are a lot better than them, at least on paper, in my opinion.
Okay.
But I'm saying like in terms of the overall look, like I think Space Station are going to be really happy that Zach/Scrzbbles decided to come back, because they're in that 4th spot right now. And with Foot gone, Gen.G are next up. They have 11 points. Space Station have 20. And I think that Scrzbbles kind of helps Space Station have the opportunity to keep those points up and stay ahead of Gen.G. Because now all of a sudden, like Gen.G are object is closer in the mirror. But it does appear that way as well. So I think it's a scary place to be if you're Space Station. They need a really solid opening to the split if they want to stay ahead of Gen.G.
I agree with that.
Ro, do you see Gen.G making the major with this team?
Is 4 still an A or is it 5?
It's 4.
They're really far behind of Space Station. And I do agree with Jorby when he says that Zach Scrzbbles is like, I just think they're gonna be a lot more comfortable this split. It's hard for me to say that they're gonna make it, to be honest.
Does anyone have Gen.G making the major with this new team?
Ask me again on Monday.
Hey, you see,
If they-
Stax is
if
the only
they have
person
a
to answer
good-
the question right.
If they
Thank you,
have a
Stax.
good weekend here, yes. If they
we
are
gotta see it.
the same old
We gotta
Gen.G
see it.
they were in the first split, no.
I see. So no one wants to put the take out on the line just yet.
Nah,
We gotta
not
wait for
yet.
the results first.
Not with
I mean,
Scrzbbles
I
back.
don't know what any of these teams are gonna look like, man. They're like all the same level.
You watch these players though. How do you not know that?
I mean,
know
they're
you
all
have
the
an
same
opinion.
level. I don't have I really
Because
don't
I've
have
watched
thoughts.
these players, I have to see them play a weekend first.
I mean, like new Gen.G, same as old Gen.G, same thing. Foot, same thing too as well. SSG, now you want to say they improved because they got Scrzbbles. Scrzbbles is really talented. But Virtus Pro, okay, you had a good.
I mean,
You
I
had a
think the
good.
makeup of some of these teams are a little different.
I don't know
even
how
if
you're
they're
saying
the
they're
same
the
level.
same. Yeah, like I genuinely
You
don't
say
know how
Justin
you're
and
saying the same.
Frosty, same team.
They're not the same players.
Same in terms of like if it was just like
Just results? You just saying
video
results,
game
same team.
record or a video game overall. Like you know how like when you play like a
Well, it is a
sports
video game, luckily.
I know, yeah, but like a sports game simulation.
Yeah.
Simulation, or like you're playing like a quick game or something, and teams have overalls. Yeah, they're gonna be the same overall team, or maybe they went down one, oh, went up one. Like it's not gonna be
Okay.
that much of a difference. Now you
Okay.
want to talk about like
Averages.
scheme wise, personality wise, etc. I mean, we can hypothesize about that all day. Nobody really knows because none of these players are really ever putting out content or showing you enough of what they do on a competitive level behind
That's
closed
true.
doors for you to really have a great inclination as to what they do on what they bring to the team in terms of that. And none of the coaches ever gonna tell you anything either. 'Cause all they do is tell you we have a game plan, and I'm not gonna tell you it. And like it's the most grand scheme ever at a game called Rocket League. So in saying that, I don't know. But what I do know is that there's two teams that are guaranteed to be there. It's gonna be NRG and Rebellion, and in the other four, and the other two teams is a battle between 4 teams. So we're gonna find out. And that's just how it's gonna be.
I don't know, man.
That's-
Virtus Pro. I think
Sure,
Virtus Pro.
Virtus Pro, man, they play
deserve
real
to be in
good.
that
They play
conversation.
real good one for three tournaments. Do it again.
How many times you
I
gonna
agree
tell
with you.
Virtus Pro to do it again?
I
Where
agree.
you've been
This
telling
is-
them to do
this
it
is
again the
Captain
entire
Need
We
to
haven't
see it
even
again.
talked. We haven't been live. So what do you mean? How many times? We haven't been live.
The last time we talked about Virtus Pro, you said do it again. They did it the entire split, and now you're telling them to do it again.
Talking about when we talk about back in like what, November?
When they went to Copenhagen Land, or Copenhagen
that was
Land,
the best.
and, what-
Yeah, they played pretty well.
and then and then they play well the entire split. You're like, do it again.
Okay. And you know what happens? I see him coming to where they at over here? I see him come to the major. They don't make it out the group. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It's do it again. I mean, I could send Gen.G there to not make it out the group. Like they're all good players, but it's about levels to this. It's about levels to this.
To be fair, in a different format, they make it to.
I don't care about it. I don't. Nah.
To be fair, if they're in Paris, they make it out the group.
Okay, listen, because let me tell you something about Paris. Paris is a participation trophy. I'll tell you that much for
Whoa.
free. All these,
Whoa.
Hang on. How do you know
Oh.
that? We haven't played it yet. How do you know?
He's
We
got to see it again.
first.
And then we got to see it again right after.
Yeah.
75% of the group makes it out. That's a participation trophy. You can just show up and make it out. Congratulations. You want a cookie for that? Like, what?
I'm just
Like, what?
saying,
Like,
you make it out of the group, there's always a chance.
oh, yeah. I mean, it
Well,
sure
that-
is. There always is a chance. There's
for
always a
Virtus
chance.
Pro, better chance
Listen,
than most teams.
and when I was growing up, there was always a chance that I grew an inch, and it never happened. And I stayed the same height. I stayed the same height. So just because you bring
We
it
gotta
up, there's a
bring that into
chance.
it, man.
That don't mean much of nothing. That don't
not
mean
gotta-
That take was so wild. Raul had to show us his laundry.
We did not. We did not have to go.
So yeah, all I know is that Paris is a participant. Don't bring up the Paris groups. All these players complaining about the 3-4. Don't get me started with that, okay? It's about being great at the lands, and they're out here. Listen, win is winning, baby, and now everybody can win. That's just the bottom line.
Listen, I respect the take. I do, because part of me agrees. Part of me agrees.
Gotta do it one more time, man. One more split, man. Listen, they get the job done. They finish second, third, and they still compete. Listen. Okay, they're bona fide. They're bona fide, but they gotta do it again. Just one more time. They showing you a level. Let's see if you can maintain it or improve off of it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the pop-off region. We've seen,
Like,
we've
that's
seen
all it
players
is.
have ridiculous highs followed by just like cataclysmic or catastrophic.
Don't put
well,
the curse on
Don't
top,
even put
man.
that out.
So-
No. See, like, now, see, Stax, see, I gotta stop you there. Don't put that out into the ether. You don't want that. You don't want that out there into the universe. Because listen, these guys are good, man. They're really
good.
good at the game.
They're
And
good.
I don't even foresee that happening. But we're talking about guaranteed teams. And for the history of, as long as we've been doing this show, since the open era, it's basically been teams with Atomic on it, teams with Mist and Sypical on it, teams with First Killer on it. Those are your guarantees in North America. Somebody else has to join. If they want to join it, okay, show it to me again. You have one good split, do it 2 times. That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
they
I
do
guess
it.
Daniel and Beast Mode on it too as well. I forgot them. Yeah, Daniel Beast Mode. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was
that V1
thinking back
team
in
was pretty
21,
good.
22. Yeah. Those are your consistents.
Well, a team that I think will be on that list soon is going to be SSG. Let's talk about our next topic. Zach is back. Scrzbbles returns to SSG as Zach. We've already seen them play earlier. They look way better than they did offensively. You can tell that the chemistry between Scrzbbles and Reveal is still there, as bright as ever. Now Diaz fitting into the mix is going to be the big question mark here. But I got to say it. I'm high on SSG. If I picked 4 teams right now to make the major, it would be the same 4 teams we sent last time around. That's what I'm putting into the bank right here, right now. I've seen enough. But what do you guys think? I want to go to Diz, man. How do you feel about it?
I don't think you're crazy for having that take, considering how many points they're ahead of Gen.G. I think it might be a little bit closer if Gen.G was a little bit closer, but I would have to agree with you just because they have prior chemistry, and it doesn't seem like I said, he'd never stop playing the game. So he's just still the same player that he was, and it's just like plug and play.
Listen, any disagreements here? We can make this a quick one.
I talked a lot about Scrzbbles up to this point, but I think that, like I said, him coming back is going to be a blessing for Space Station because of that change on Gen.G. I do think Gen.G improved their placements, but all Space Station has to do is just really top 6 minimums the rest of the way, and as long as Gen.G don't like overtake them and get even 2 top 4s, like overtaking them is going to be way too hard. Like, so Space Station just have to place decently. They don't even need to like go crazy, and Gen.G need to be a little poorer than them, but it's going to be like they just can't let Gen.G finish over them, and I think that's a great place to be right now when you're the 4th place team in North America.
And they've got a favorable group tomorrow, right? They got Kraken Seas and then probably M80 for a spot in top 6. So there's one of your top 6s. Yeah, okay. If Mech is a human highlight reel and gets some help from his teammates, sure.
But like, there's a lot of spoiler type teams though. A lot of spoiler type teams.
There are. I mean, like I said, pop off region, Mech could just go off for like 11,000 goals and
Life is on that team too, man. Life is balling, and don't disrespect my boy Noli.
Yeah.
Noli made a champion now.
Dude, M80 looked good. Like they were inconsistent, but like, when they look good, they look good.
That's the thing though too, man. Cause listen, and they got about 17 to 18, man. Dignitas look nice, man.
Yeah.
Dignitas look real good. I think there's a fair argument to be made if Dignitas didn't have they had the forfeit points or something. What happened?
I think they missed the first regional, or like they changed their team or something like that.
They would have been the 3rd seed. They look real good. And they had a couple series where the ball didn't bounce the right way. And so, like, I'm saying, like, all these teams, man, they all close, man. You got the 2. Yeah, I think you got the great team.
Yeah, Space Station already swept them, though. So, like,
all right, swept them.
For what it's worth.
Swept them win. What?
And Swiss, round 3
Anybody care
last
about
week.
that, man. Anybody care about that, man. Listen, it's go time tomorrow.
Oh, you got to see him do it again. I forgot. My bad.
I mean, no. What'd you say? What'd you say? You just said it earlier about Gen.G going 3-0. You said it don't matter. Congratulations, you made it to the big boy days.
I did say that
now you
tomorrow the games matter. Absolutely,
yep, that's right, exactly. Stax, listen, I'm listening now. I'm not gonna forget. Oh, you know what we can do though? Just throw up the Jesse, can we throw up the schedule again one more time? I got something to say. Throw up the schedule one more time, please. I'll make it quick. See, as you can see, all those RO Esports logos. This is another reason why the Friday stream's great, because y'all probably don't know who's on their teams, and I don't know either. So now we're all going to learn tomorrow. That's all I need to say. So if one of them makes it to Saturday, I'll know exactly who's on that team, because I've seen them on Friday. Thank you. That's all I need to say.
You probably know most of the players that are on those teams,
yeah,
though,
but I mean,
because they've been on one team or another.
Yeah, but they change names up every single day. One day the fellas, one day they're the homies, next day.
The fellas, the homies, the bros.
The bros. Then you're going to be talk. I ain't got time for all that. I need some consistency, so that's what the Friday stream's going to bring. So make sure to tune in tomorrow. I'm excited about the Fridays. I do one more Friday plug. This is not sponsored.
It's really not. That being said, all right, let's go to the next one. Let's reopen the convo. Of course, T-Bates is NRG2, best team in North America, Kings of the North. They're at the top of NA right now. They had a little bit of a hiccup in Open 1, but since then, it's been very clear. NRG back on top. Who in North America can compete with them? Despite, we've seen the changes. We've already seen a split of gameplay. Is there a team that you think can compete with them? Stax, you're the one on record saying that it's Rebellion.
Yep. All these changes underneath everybody else scurrying around like little rats. Like, all right, we're going to go over to this team. We're going to go get the cheese over here. No, it's still Shopify Rebellion's number 2 for me. And Virtus Pro is like right there with them. After that, I don't think there's anybody that like steps up as like the clear other team that you would expect in a final opposite NRG.
Regionally
the
against
question,
the field,
Stax.
number 2 is Rebellion, but
Hold on,
against
hold on.
NRG, I'm leaning Virtus Pro.
Hold on, Stax had the wrong conclusion. The question wasn't who's gonna be in the final against NRG. The question is, can they compete against NRG?
They probably can on the right day.
All right.
Like,
man.
I don't
Right,
see. I don't think NRG
right
is just going to off of everybody once you get to Sunday. Like, yes, I know NRG Sunday is like Thanos, but I think that you're going to see at least a little more of a fight put up by the likes of VP and by Rebellion.
Oh, maybe we should define compete then.
Okay, how do you define it?
I'm not the host.
Beat 'em?
The host, define it. You asked the question.
All
What
right.
a cop out!
No. Let T-Base define this because he's gonna. No, T-Base define it, please, bro.
Oh yeah, T-Bates already has his hidden definition.
he's
In the
Yeah,
words of the great
deconstruct
Michael
yours, Des.
Achieves Williams, T-Bates, define your terms.
I can do that.
You wanted it.
Compete. Strive to gain or win something by defeating or establishing superiority over others who are trying to
definition.
do the same. There you go. There you go.
Well,
Now, was that
Definition.
Merriam-Webster, or did you ask Gemini?
I don't know. Well,
I don't know.
Well, actually, no, don't ask me that. I'm gonna say something. Never mind. Don't do that to me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put me in that position, Jorby. Don't put me in that position. It's
Calm
not
down.
good. What it is from Oxford. That's where it's from. Okay.
I'm gonna need a
And then-
source.
and so yeah, there it is. So striving to gain or winning something by defeating or establishing superiority. I like that. So yeah, nobody. That's the answer.
I'm gonna say redacted.
They don't exist.
Virtus Pro.
He said it's.
Are you redacting? You're
By
saying
redacting
redacted.
what? I'm not redacting anything.
Well, you said redacted, but then you feel
I'm
you said
revealing
Virtus
what
Pro.
was once hidden by your definitions, and that Virtus Pro have the best chance of competing because they already have a couple of times. Now, grand finals didn't go their way.
I think they had a good grand finals.
Only took 3 games total off of them there.
Ooh.
But some of those games, Virtus Pro, redacted.
They beat them.
When they played
Oh, the
them. Yeah,
grand
they beat 'em.
finals. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
grand finals they didn't beat them, but in some of those games they looked really good. They looked really good, and I think they could do it. I think they want it. I know they want it. Everyone wants it. That's not a question. But I think Virtus. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just on the Virtus Pro train, man. Come on, everybody was getting behind though. We finally got like players that usually aren't playing at the top of North America finally doing something here against NRG. So yeah, I'm gonna pick Virtus Pro. They looked more convincing against NRG than pretty much any other team that NRG played. Minus
don't
maybe
mind
like one match against Rebellion.
I don't mind
But like I like Virtus Pro more. The momentum is going up. It's faster.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it either. As long as it's not Rebellion.
Oh,
That I mind. Nope. Don't
no, I
want me,
want
man.
Rebellion to be successful. I want that.
I do
want
too.
I want
I need
First
to
Killer to
preface
finally
that.
get a. I want First Killer to win, man. He has been so good for so long. I need to see First Killer win something. So I want it to happen. I am Rebellion's second biggest fan, behind CJ. Okay, I want to
Fake.
see it happen.
It's a paid
Oh,
actor, so you
yeah, he's-
technically can be
he's
his
a paid
first.
actor.
Anybody who's a paid
Yeah.
actor automatically gets moved to the side.
Yeah, they're not technically a fan.
Yep,
I
DeMar
should
would know
know.
all about that.
That's right. All right, man. Listen, man. Okay, cool. We'll see. We'll see over the course of the weekend who could compete with NRG. Yeah. Competition is looking like it'll ramp up though. We'll see tomorrow. Let's go down under, man. Speaking of CJ, him and the boys will get the OCE broadcast going. The Wilders region getting ready to get started. Let's throw up the points. Of course, to see where OCE is currently, we got Power, who are just at the Boston Major. They have 35 points on the leaderboard, Wildcard with 32. Now, if my memory serves me correct, I don't think that there is their total in the world right now, but it's a solid place. Either way, points are reset here to qualify for the Paris Major. Everybody is going to be at 0. Yeah, Power sitting at technically 40 here. And of course, you can't forget about the Canterbury Bulldogs, who made some waves there towards Open 3. And then that's going to lead us to our next segment, which is Wildcard. Will Wildcard reclaim that number 1 spot? Can we pull up the Open 3 bracket for me, Jesse, please? Because things were a little shaky on that last Open. As you can see, it was the Canterbury Bulldogs that ended up taking down Power in the grand final. But in order to get there, they swept Wildcard in the semifinals. So, Mr. Worldwide, I'm coming to you first. Will Wildcard reclaim that number 1 spot?
Sure, they can.
Oh my God.
I mean, they could do it. But once again, I don't know.
Question, man.
It's hard.
Take a motion, counselor. My gosh.
You want me to take a side? Sure.
Yes.
But there's just sure, but
Sure.
there's just something about them Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. With a name like that, it just has a little bit of aura. It just gives you a little bit. It gives you a little bit of confidence.
That's because Kaka and Hunter are on that team. Those are not any slouches.
I mean, no,
over
OC's got some
Oceania.
players, man.
They got some players, man.
OC's got some players, man. Listen, I like having the 2 OCE spots. It's unfortunately you only have 1. I like the 2, and I'll tell you this, man. That's why it's hard. Because if they had 2, I'd say wildcards could be there guaranteed. But all it takes is one day, man. All it takes is the Bankstown Bulldogs remembering how to play Rock League in the land down under. They could beat wildcard any day, any given Sunday. That's any given.
It is a slight switch up though, right? Like it's or no, wildcard still. Yeah, Fever, Banana Head, Torsauce.
No, yeah,
Still gonna be difficult.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Power's still gonna be difficult. Fiber, Gus had some fun moments on Power, but
they got some good teams, man. Take Flight's got Amphis and Scrub.
we haven't seen like Amphis like in a minute, have we?
No,
I think he was at the last World Championship, wasn't he?
Man. And that
I think so, yeah.
that's like my
Yeah,
biggest
he was.
that's like the biggest regret too for Oceania, right? Because that ground 0 team led by Amphis was so good.
Oh my,
And
man's
then-
throwing it back to
and then we just
2022.
and then we just never got to see them actually play against the rest of the world until much later when that region went that way. So, yeah, I would be worried about like Take Flight, but which group are they in? They're in Wildcards group, right? But they're still on the opposite side of the bracket, so you're not going to see them until you get to like top 6 range. So, I mean, yeah, I'd be worried about Take Flight. I'd be worried about Bulldogs, but I mean, it's still, all right. Are Power and Wildcard going to play each other? Will it be in the finals? Okay, who wins more of them? All right, we'll see you in Paris.
All right, yeah, that's right. I think to make a definitive point, I do think Wildcard makes it. I think they make it, but it's never guaranteed.
Wildcard
especially
comes
when
back
spot.
and gets knighted by a baguette again.
Yeah,
Listen.
France's home turf for wildcard. There you go.
Yep. I think it all depends on if Banana Head plays with a shirt on or not. According to the OC boys, we'll see what happens. Raul in Boston, Gus was looking for you, man. He was trying to meet you, man. You weren't there.
I
So
wasn't
you know.
there, man. I was there. That just means he has to make another one, and probably another one. Honestly, probably another one.
Gotta see it
Well,
again.
if he makes this one, he'll make the
You
other
gotta
one.
make
So.
another one and another one, buddy.
I gotta see it again.
Gotta see it again, man. All right. Okay. All right, gentlemen, let's move into our final topic of the day. The first touch tier list, S tier or D tier. We're working the best teams in the world. I'll give the panel a team, and we all got to come to an agreement on where we're going to place this team. We're going to start off low teams, and then we're going to move up and up until we can fill out that S team slot. Here, starting 1, we're going to start at Sub-Saharan Africa. We get you Pioneers.
Huh?
D.
All right. Next, wait, hold on. I'm about to move a little slow. Got to give Jesse a little second on this one. But next team I'm going to give you after Pioneers is 5 Fears.
D plus.
D.
D plus. There is no D plus, buddy.
This
Put 'em in
this
D.
only
Put
goes
'em in
down to
D.
D.
Put
So
'em in
like,
D.
so
Okay.
I still wait. I don't see anything.
It's not, there it is.
Oh,
there,
there
it is.
it is, there it is.
It's
All right,
updating.
all right, sick.
All right. It's updating in real time. We
boy,
have to- we have to
how
get it
many
together.
teams are we gonna do? We can only fit so many teams down here.
Wait, is this yeah, how's this work? Is this gonna?
What?
Are we saying that all of this is the same level? Or are we saying that higher up towards the left, towards the what is
Look,
that?
Bates, you're gonna have to
Oh,
create
that's a good
you
question.
have to create ranges for yourself within the tiers. All right, it's just I want a D plus, but I can't have it. You
Well, yeah.
understand?
So wouldn't D plus just be closer to D? The
No,
closest.
D plus would be closer to C.
Yeah, I know. So the closest to
No, I
The
would not
closest
put
letter
Five Fears
D.
in C tier. No.
the letter.
Oh, he's saying
D.
like 5
They
Fears should
would
be where
to the
Pioneer's
left
logo
of
is.
Pioneers.
Oh, they should be at the front. I like that. I like that formatting.
Is that
Yeah.
possible?
I
Listen,
don't
if
think
it's
production
possible, we
likes
can make
that
it work.
formatting.
Right, we gotta check the production real quick. Oh, it is possible.
Look at
That
that.
just happened in real
Hey.
time. There you go. There we go.
There you go.
All right.
Nice.
Let's do TSM.
Are you gonna go in order of all the regions, or can we switch it up?
We can switch it up.
Because at that point, you're basically just going to go D straight to S, no?
That's true. That's true. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
We'll mix it up. We'll mix it up. All right. Give me TSM though.
One of y'all say something this time.
Listen, man,
You want me to trash on all these teams? Put them on
I don't
D
wanna
tier.
say
Put them
that,
down
bro.
there. D tier.
Yeah,
There you go.
there you
My
go.
God, guys, it's not that hard. Come on.
Listen,
There we
not that
go.
bad.
All right. Let's mix it up a little bit. Give me Twisted Minds.
Mm.
E.
That's an A tier squad.
Well, okay, let me put it this way: at the start of the season, B. When Monkey Moon enters, the time where Monkey Moon actually finally picks it up and becomes world beater Monkey Moon, then they're at least A. They're probably S at
That's
that
an A
point.
tier squad. And Jesse, you gotta move TSM to the left of 5 Fears.
Make sure to do that. Make sure to do that, please, Jesse. All right. We'll land at A.
I feel like they're B,
We're-
but
How many
that's
teams are we doing?
fine.
Is it 16 teams?
A little bit more than 16, but
My
not
goodness.
too many. Not too many.
Okay.
We don't really have that many results on Twisted. I don't like where we put them,
What?
but
Okay.
they were in the group of death, so it's hard
Yeah,
to
they lost
say.
to Carmine in 5.
I know, and then they got swept by Vitality.
And Vitality also beat all these other teams too.
I know Vitality were insane. So
Exactly. So I like it in May.
yeah, fine. That's just.
mean-
I feel like that's a quality loss territory.
The
We're no better than the
problem-
College Football Association of whatever.
The problem I have with Twisted Minds is how they lost. They gave up like just a bajillion goals. They had
Yeah.
nothing that resembled any sense of defense whatsoever in Boston. So that's
All right.
why I'm worried about them.
Give me Virtus Pro.
Hey,
Or nay.
I'd say high A, yeah.
Okay.
there's only
Would you
put
A,
him-
Raul.
Would you put him over? No, because it's that letter placement, man. Would you put him closer to the letter A?
Yeah, close
Nah,
to the
they're
letter
not.
A.
No,
Nah, they're
Virtus
not
Pro.
better than Twisted Minds. Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, I put him behind Twisted for now, but
We
very
gotta go
close.
with the majority. Go with the majority on that.
Have the pixels clipping it just a little bit,
Okay.
like the game.
And at that point,
All right.
production cuts Jorby's mic.
Wait,
Oh.
wait. So y'all didn't have Twisted Minds A. So Virtus Bro was gonna be P or B? Virtus Pro
No.
was gonna be P.
Virtus Pro is not going to be B for me.
But you
Belgian.
didn't even like Twisted Minds at A.
Yeah, but I like Virtus Pro more.
What the? But then you put Virtus Pro behind them.
It's. I'm going to be honest with you. With both of them, didn't see the results I wanted to. Virtus Pro also beat my Furia boys after Furia knew that they got formatted. So but I still really like them. I still think I think my A is a little projection into the future. Kind of how like Stax's argument for Twisted Minds being A is, well, Monkey Moon in the future. So, maybe I'm doing that for Virtus Pro.
Next team, Furia.
Listen, man, I think they're looking pretty A quality as well. I'm not going to lie to you.
They did
I
have a
think
win.
they should. If
Didn't they
Virtus
beat
Pro's an
Falcons?
A, Furia need to be A. This is too many A already. This is why Twisted Minds need to be B.
Then Verse Pro need to be
All right.
Fury is an A. I like
get
A for
Fury in
Fury.
the A. We'll get Fury in the A.
Put him on the Since Verse Pro beat him by one game, put him on the right at the V.
Yeah, you know what?
Whoever's
I'll concede if we want to move VP down to B.
Right, why's
Now
Fury
he wants
all the
to
way
move
over there?
That's right. Production knows exactly what's up. Thank you.
This is gonna take a long
really
time.
putting Fury.
Turns out
in
I'm
A?
production.
Okay.
I didn't expect the debate to be that long. All right. Give me Rebellion.
Okay, yeah. VP should be B. Put Rebellion
You
A.
can put Rebellion in A as well. Put them above VP. We're not gonna have any B tier teams. We don't need them. Wait, why VP move?
No, but VP will be B.
I think VP's an A tier
Come
team.
on,
man.
we gotta go
I'm
with the majority
shocked
here.
That
Yeah.
we're putting like
What?
Listen,
What?
We're just gonna
we're
put
gonna
V.
drop.
What?
We're gonna
First
drop
you guys are
Virtus
like,
down to B,
oh no, they can't
and
be A.
we're not gonna put Furia down there with
I'm
them.
just gonna say that we never signed off a VP moving. It was just Jorby, so move VP back up.
Jorby. We're not Jorby's tier list.
Yeah, move VP
I was the one
back
who
up.
argued
Yeah,
for
move
for
VP
A to
back.
begin with, and you all were
All right,
against it at
what's
first.
next?
I was trying
All
to
right.
concede to you
Next-
guys. Okay.
Next
okay.
one is Team Vitality.
Oh,
Yes.
you put them in S at the moment. I like the way I like what I saw. I like what I
Alright.
saw.
Vitality at S. Jesse. Next team.
Oh,
Power.
actually, none of us actually asked which Team Vitality because Alpha's new team is also called Team Vitality.
VP.
Oh my
Dude,
gosh.
really, dude? Really?
Next,
Like,
what's the next? You said power.
Power.
You said power. Listen, throw power in
Powers
at the at the
Powers
C.
B. B or C.
C.
C. C.
C.
Yeah, see.
I guess not
we
wild
gotta,
card.
we
Wild
gotta
card
see
would probably
power.
have B.
Nope.
All
There
right.
will be a C as well.
Wild
know.
card.
C.
C. They're right there with them.
Wild
Yep.
cards at C. Let's see. Next team, GK.
Oh.
E.
Do we look GK? Put them at A.
Oh.
Good luck. You haven't even seen them.
We
Oh, trust me.
haven't seen them.
Trust me. No,
You
I know.
seen enough?
They kicked World's MVP
He's seen enough.
Seiko and
He's seen enough,
Brian
apparently.
Tempo, and it's like,
He's seen
all right,
enough.
there they are.
He's seen enough.
Mister, I gotta see him again. Says
Seiko's
I've
scores
seen
a
enough.
million goals.
Okay. Mayor City.
B.
That's
That's
B.
a that's a B
100%
tier
Yeah,
squad.
yeah, that's a B
Yep.
tier.
All right. We got our first B. Let's see if we get another one. Gen.G.
Oh, don't worry, we got some B's on there. They're just in the
Gen.G,
wrong spot.
Gen.G's B. Gen.G's B. Gen.G is B.
What
I gotta
Gen
see
G
it
is
first.
B.
I gotta see it first, Bates.
Yeah. We have a
You think
Show
I was
me
gonna
something
say-
this
you think-
weekend,
you think
I
I was
might
gonna
move
say-
it already
You
says
think I was
B.
gonna say Gen.G was A?
Are you about to put?
Oh, you trying to put him C?
Oh, it's gonna
Yeah,
C.
let's go. It's gonna be C or B, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, it's
Ooh.
hard.
On the same
Listen,
level
You
as
put Fury in A. I just think you're just
I
letting
mean-
anybody in at this point.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, you're funny, dude.
I think B's fine. I don't know, actually. Because wild card, you got to think they had the world championship. Listen, I think you got wild card that low. You got to put Gen.G there, too. I mean, I love him, but I mean, I don't.
Wild card that low. Well, if we're putting Power at C, then we have to put Wild Card in the same tier.
Well, yeah, exactly. But then you got Gen.G, though. So Gen.G's got to be in C, in my opinion.
But Gen.G's this is a new team now.
Exactly. But listen, we haven't seen it yet, so put them at C.
Bro,
I'm
you haven't seen
furious.
GK.
You can't. You
We
went
need
against
to-
that for GK, bro.
We need to devote
do
an
this.
You
entire
literally
episode of
just
First Touch
Nah,
to
bro.
a T-Bates essay on the transitive property.
Don't worry.
Nah,
yeah.
Why did we move him?
You think
Bro,
they
he
deserve
just
VP?
used his own argument against Gen.G when GK. Nah, bro.
What's the next team, bro? What's the
Yo, Jesse is messy for
Can we
moving
change?
that.
Can we
Jesse is
change that
messy for
First Touch
moving
tier
that.
list at the top to the T-Bates tier list?
I don't know if they're B. I think I mean, like they like B talent wise, but like like results wise, I got to see a little bit more.
You haven't seen GK.
You haven't seen GK. GK's an A.
GK just lost 4-3 to Carmine Corp. And that's all I say.
Yeah, and they just kicked,
changed
they
the top
kicked-
goal scorer.
They kicked
Oh, yeah.
50% of their offensive production. What do you
Nah,
mean?
They got better. That's all I know. That's all I know.
They got
We
better.
gotta see it
God.
first.
Yeah, they got better.
All right.
Okay.
Listen, I'll live with it. Give me NIP.
Oh, that's a quality B tier team right there. There you go. Throw them right there. Yeah, I like that. I like them at B.
I think at this point we just ask Bates his opinion and then we all laugh at it.
I'll
Give
say
me,
it up.
Give me NRG.
Oh, you already know where to put them.
All right.
S.
Give me Gentlemates.
Oh, you already know where to put
S.
them.
Yeah, put the major champs in S.
Yeah,
Alright.
ain't no way they're not S.
I mean, Bates might have him down at B for all I know at this point. I think he's just,
I gotta
kinda
see it again.
rolling dice or something. Gotta see it again.
Give me Carmine Court.
Oh, you already know where they got
S.
put them.
They're an S.
Are we changing the positions in any of these?
No, we ain't got time for all that. They just,
You put Gentlemates all the way over to the left.
And I think we can round it out with Falcons, right? At the S.
S. Yep.
Yep, throw them all up in there. They look good.
All right. That gives us two.
There we go.
I think we have two more teams. Or no, we'll do three. Dignitas.
B.
See, no, big.
Actually,
I
think
think
you
C
can
as
throw-
well.
If we
They're
put
gonna have
sorry,
to be C
if we
as
put
well.
Gen.G down in C, then they gotta go
Yeah.
down to C.
They
They're
gotta
gonna
go
be
to
C
C.
as well.
Yeah, they're C.
All right.
Like Gen.G should
Big-
not be C.
I'm gonna be honest with
C.
you.
I agree with you, Raul. In fact, we had a majority that had them in B.
I just
But
don't understand. Okay,
but
if
Tyler
Gen.G's
Bates counts for
Gen.G's
5
B, then
votes,
Wild Card
so
and Power
we're
are
outnumbered.
B, no?
I think you keep.
If Gen.G's B, then Wild Card and Power have to be B. That's just the way I look at it.
No, actually, I think we should move some A down to B. I think Furia, VP, and Twisted all should be in B. Only Rebellion and GK in A.
What?
Whoa.
VP was
I
late.
don't know. Well,
no, they're tweaking.
No, no.
Wait, where are these
Yeah.
other teams? Where's Foot at? Do you have Foot on here? Put them in C as well.
Okay, we can put Foot at C.
There you go. Just make sure everything's even.
Well,
SS,
they are probably comparable to.
He's looking for
Well,
the
anyways.
symmetry.
SSG.
Oh,
That's
Uh,
SSG.
that's a B tier team
Put 'em
at the
in B.
moment. I gotta see it.
a high.
Yeah.
Why
B.
is Foot at B? Move Foot to C.
Yeah, Foot
Wait.
should be C.
Foot
Yeah.
C.
SSG
There you go.
B.
Put him right there. SSG. Put SSG B. I like him right there.
What I wish we could do with this, because like this is like the start of the split, is I kind of wish we could have like a little arrow carrot on like the top of each of these images, because like I feel like we're projecting like a little bit where like we feel about the team. Like Space Station like is very much for all of us a wait and see how like Zach does now that he's back kind of team. Dignitas also kind of well, let's see if they can build on like the individual things they put together last split. So like, because like I feel like this doesn't really tell the whole
You
story
want
of
an up
things.
down
'cause, like,
arrow?
yeah, a
we
little
can
up
add that,
down
buddy.
arrow. You
We'll
know,
do
like
that
dig,
just for you.
dig you have up, like Gen.G like would be like a flat line.
Okay,
Space
here's what we can do
Station
then, man. Listen, we'll
would be
come
up
back
arrow.
after Paris and we'll have a new graphic, and you could be on the show again, and we could do it.
There we
Okay.
go.
Stax.
All
There
right.
you go.
MIBR.
I mean, they're a solid B tier team, man. They're a solid B.
They have to be behind Furia, so we got to
Do they have to
at
be behind
best
Furia?
B. Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
man, they're real good.
And 1-1 Furia.
Or hey, they could be
Am
they could be
I-
right
am
level
put
with
them
Furia.
in. Do
I mean,
not
they
put
can
them
low
in.
key
Do not
be A,
put them
though.
in. Do not
They
put
can
them
low
in.
key be A. I think I'm fine with them in
No,
A.
they
Put them in.
can't. What are you
What?
talking about?
What do you mean?
No.
I think I'm
Not put them
comfortable with
in.
them at A.
Oh,
No.
A's a little.
No.
save me.
I think
gotta see it
A's-
again.
I think A's already a little scuffed based
I
on
gotta see
how
it
it is.
again.
Hey,
Please.
I
not
gotta see it
scuffed.
again. I think unless there's any other teams you think we should add on here, I think we're good. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. I think Furia got formatted, so if anyone out there is upset that they're ahead of VP in the graphic, too bad.
Well, I would say we
That's
really
what you
didn't
get in the
commit to
playoffs
the
in
graphic
Paris.
thing besides Gentlemates being over there on the S. Everybody else is kind of subject to move. But I like it. It looks good. I can already hear right now people are going to say we have too many S tier teams. I think people are delusional when they act like, well, not delusional. See, I've been told that I use really hyperbolic language, so I need to work on that. So people aren't delusional.
all
But
Going into Boston, 4 of those teams are teams that I would say are a threat to win any LAN ever. And then Gentlemates won Boston and were just like unbelievably great. So they've played their way into that spot as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we have a lot of S tier and A tier level teams in Rocket League. I really do. And I think, honestly, some of them B tier teams, I think you can make a fair argument that they should all be A as well. Now, the C tier teams, I think you can make an argument that it could be B, but you don't need to inflate it too much. But the S tier and A tier, I think, looks real good.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, get your screenshots and get ready to argue because this is going to be the first touch tier list as it stands. Not a bad tier list. Not a bad tier list. You can argue things can move up, down, left, right.
I think making a tier list is a little harder than being competitive in Fortnite, but we did a great job.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. And that's when we close out the show.
That's when we close out the show.
It's better than some of the top 25 lists I've been seeing lately. So
I haven't seen you make one, but that's neither here nor there.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll wait for that one, Sean Stackhouse.
Okay.
Anyways, Sean Stackhouse, Jorby, Aaron's, thank you so much for joining us here on First Touch. Gentlemen, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you guys on the show.
Thanks, man. This was a lot of fun, as always.
Yep. Thanks for having us.
Of course, Bates and Diz, of course, great to be back in action. Great to see you guys. I want to be a big thank you to all the guests who've been on the show. Our producer this season, Jesse. Big shout outs to Jesse. Smooth sailing for today. So thank you on that. As well as everyone who's helped behind the scenes. Big shout outs to Sky, our project manager. And then, of course, Epic and Psyonix for all of their help making this possible.
What about
Again,
the rest
guys,
of our team?
okay, shout out to Kier, who's been doing all of our video editing. Shout out to
And-
Chris,
yeah,
who's
you
been
can't just
getting
shout
all
out
of our
one person.
clips. And shout out to, well, actually, I shouted out two people. But again, of course, lastly, but not least, big shout out to Jay for helping all of our broadcast assets, making the show look as clean as possible. So big thank you to all of them as they'll be with us along the ride here on season 6. Now, again, last second call outs before we close the show. Again, new Rocket League season has been live. Be sure to check those out. Season 22 with the new updates, as well as goal explosions for RLCS now in the item shop. So be sure to take a look at those as well. Friday broadcast will return tomorrow. So, of course, be sure to keep it locked in here at twitch.tv/Rocket League. Get those noties on so you can be aware when the stream goes live. Weekly cash cups are going to be on repeat.gg. And if you are excited about this Paris Major and you have a chance to beat in Paris at that time, please pick up Paris Major tickets. They are on sale now. So, on behalf of all the squad and everybody involved on the show, 1, 2, toodaloo. See you guys.